Progressive Virgin Islands movement has the best assembled team of at-large candidates. Here's one now.
Shana, vote Shana. Who we voting for? Shana. Let me go. Hey. Now is the time. Here is the plan. Shana's the one. Let's make the choice for change. Restoring the hope for a bright tomorrow. Progressive Virgin Islands, come join the movement. Put Shana in there, let we put her to work, watch her tackle the issues. With PVIM at the helm, I said we're moving forward. We need competent leaders working with people to progress this country. Put Shana and PVIM, cause integrity matters. Affordable home ownership, yeah we need that. Health and wellness for all, let's fix that. Business development, let's do that. I said we're moving forward. Quality education, let's get that. Trust in our leadership, yeah we need that. We want progression for all. Longevity to Anigada. Hey, now is the time. Here is the place. Shana's the one. Let's make the choice for change. Cause integrity matters. Cause integrity matters. Cause integrity matters. Come join the movement.
She never quits. So vote for Shana Smith.
It's time for some PVIM Drive.
This thing's simple, solving the problem. One way to vote at PVIM. Buddy and the team gon' make things happen. You know we're stronger together.
You matter with Meta.
What's Stacy Meta? Stacy. Hey. The country need him now, we can't wait for later. I tell him, yo. What's Stacy Meta? A solution to our problems in our constitution. I tell him, yo. What's Stacy Meta? Stacy. Hey. The country need him now, we can't wait for later. I tell him, yo. What's Stacy Meta? What? Fix any situation in our nation. I tell him, yo. A man with pride, nothing to hide. Stacy. Put the people first and friends aside. Meta. A voice for us that we can trust. Stacy. I advocate for the youths them. Meta. So on election day, put your X right there. Next to Stacy Meta. Educated and firm, competent and concerned. We voted Stacy Meta. Vote Stacy Meta. Stacy. Hey. The country need him now, we can't wait for later. I tell him, yo. Vote Stacy Meta. A solution to our problems in our constitution. I tell him, yo. Vote Stacy Meta. Hey. The country need him now, we can't wait for later. I tell him, yo. Vote Stacy Meta. Fix any situation in our nation. I tell him, yo.
I am Stacy Meta, an at-large candidate for the Progressive Virgin Islands movement. On April the 20th and the 24th, go out and vote for myself and the entire PVIM team. You matter with Meta. You matter with Meta.
What's Stacy Meta? Hey. The country need him now, we can't wait for later. I tell him, yo. What's Stacy Meta? A solution to our problems in our constitution. I tell him, yo. What's Stacy Meta? Hey. The country need him now, we can't wait for later. I tell him, yo. What's Stacy Meta? Fix any situation in our nation. I tell him, yo. A man with pride, nothing to hide. Stacy. Put the people first and friends aside. Meta. A voice for us that we can trust. Stacy. I advocate for the youths them. Meta. So on election day, put your X right there. Next to Stacy Meta. Educated and firm, competent and concerned. We voted Stacy Meta. Vote Stacy Meta. Hey. The country need him now, we can't wait for later. I tell him, yo. Vote Stacy Meta. A Solution to our problems in our constitution. I'm telling you. What's Stacy Mater? Stacy.
Come here to me. Because I got announce and then give it to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Please stand and let's go before the throne of grace. For only grace and mercy has kept this territory together despite all that we have been through. Please stand for prayer and then remain standing for the territorial song.
Good afternoon, all. For those of you that can stand, please stand. Heavenly Father, we come to your throne of grace yet another day. We thank you for the showers of blessing that has been sent upon our thirsty land. And Lord, we pray that the showers of blessing that has been sent yesterday and today will be a sign of empowerment, transparency, hope, integrity, and accountability that will be bestowed upon this land. Lord, we pray for the leadership of our party, the Progressive Virgin Islands Movement, PVIM, and all of the candidates seeking to restore the hope and soul of our country. We pray, Lord, that wisdom will prevail on election day tomorrow. We pray that the men and women of this country will go to the polls in numbers and elect a government that deserves to rescue our territory. We pray for our family members there, Lord. We pray for all of our supporters. And indeed, Lord, we pray for the entire Virgin Islands. So as we proceed with our final rally this evening, Lord, we ask that it will be conducted to your honor and glory, and that when we leave this place today, we will be happy tomorrow. All these things we ask in Jesus' precious name, amen.
And now the territorial song.
Our ancestors bled and died, but with strength and with power we overcame to restore Virgin Islands' pride. To preserve the beauty, we devised a plan to obtain ownership of your precious land. Educating your people is the golden key to maintain the success of this territory. Oh, how radiant are your daughters, and how wealthy are your sons. Your beaches boast your beauty, and your success is second to none. Green and brilliant are your hillsides, they replenish our hopes and pride. Oh, beautiful Virgin Islands, your qualities can never be denied. Oh, beautiful Virgin Islands, your qualities can never be denied.
Please be seated. Our country deserves that moment. Our radiant daughters and wealthy sons are here to save you, BVI. And now it's time to meet the only team capable of restoring these beautiful Virgin Islands. In District 1, there's one clear choice, and she's dressed in blue, a daughter of the soil, a former civil servant, and successful realtor. She's the right choice for District 1. Welcome, Sylvia Romney Moses.
PVIM, Virgin Islands. What are we teaching our children about how to succeed in life?
Surprise, surprise. All of a sudden, District 2 has others interested in representing it. But no matter who comes, the people have decided that they are still sticking with Mitch. Welcome, Melvin Mitch Turnbull.
Don't fix it. If it ain't broke, leave it. We're still sticking with Mitch. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, leave it alone.
There's hardly a person with his level of financial knowledge, and his passion for the capital city is unmatched. He is the fix we need in the fourth. Welcome, Ian Smith. Sometimes you save the best for last, and he was the last to join the team, but he's certainly not the least. In District 5, only MB can make it better. Welcome, Marvin MB Blyden.
Marvin Blyden, he gave my vote. A friend of the people, he give them hope to find the solutions to fix issues. Changes must come to 20 votes. VIP, all of them must go. Boss my tire, them and fix them roads. And I so fed up, I don't pick my side.
When others chose silence, she refused to be silent. She is the voice of the people all around the territory and the beacon of light from the valley, Virgin Gorda. She's a working machine. Vote Shireen, who is always on the scene. Welcome, Shireen Flax Charles.
Virgin Gorda, it is time to elect a warrior for the 9th district. Let's go! We want a warrior to fight for the commoner. We want a warrior, Shireen we voted for. We want a warrior to fight for the commoner. We want a warrior, so Shireen we voted for.
The PVIM has the best assembled at-large team ever assembled in the history of general elections, and here they are now. There's hardly a person we know as organized as she, a true Virgin Islands patriot and an engineer. She's ready to engineer our way to a brighter day. Welcome, Shayna Smith Archer.
Shayna, let me go. Hey! Now is the time. Here is the plan. Shayna's the one. Let's make the choice for change. Restoring the hope for a bright tomorrow. Progressive Virgin Islands. Come join the movement. Put China in there, let we put her to work. Watch her tackle the issues.
The usual has not worked, so the unusual will have to. From the classroom to Yep, he has taken care of and taught an entire generation. If it matters to you, then it matters to Matha. Welcome, Stacy Matha.
You matter with Meta.
What's Stacy Meta? Hey, the country need him now, we can't wait for later. I tell him, yo, what's Stacy Meta? A solution to our problems in our constitution. I tell him, yo, what's Stacy Meta? Hey, the country need him now.
As a Speaker of the House, she set the tone for fairness, transparency, and respect in the Virgin Islands House of Assembly. A lawyer by trade and a lady always. Welcome, Ingrid Moses Scatliff.
Bring it so everybody sing it. Yes, I am with Ingrid. I am with Ingrid. She's ready to bring it so everybody sing it. Hey.
Election day, vote for Ingrid Moses. She don't play, everybody knows it. Election day, vote for Ingrid Moses. Scatliff, Ingrid Moses, Scatliff, cousin Ted.
And now, when it comes to the leader of government business, we know no greater. Unanimously, he earned the title of Best Finance Minister ever. He is what we need now. If we had him 4 years ago, we would not be where we are now. Now is the time, and this is the year. To get it done, and to get it done right, we need Ronnie W. Skelton. Welcome him.
Let me tell you who he is now. A man of action, not just talking. He'll build us up, he's not joking. Okay. A leader whose record is proven. PVIM is the real thing. He's the leader we need in these times. He's got a strong team right behind me, say. With PVIM and Ronnie, you got a party of integrity, financial stability, yes, economic prosperity. We get it done. Expert ability. Ronnie and PVIM for this territory. Ronnie gets it done. And listen when we tell him, Ronnie is the man who'll take this country forward. Ronnie gets it done. And Progressive Virgin Islands movement is the party with the plan. Progressive Virgin Islands movement is the party with the plan. Say Ronnie and PVIM is the party with the plan. You better believe he'll get it done. The party with the plan. Vote Ronnie Skelton.
Good afternoon and welcome everyone. Isn't this an exciting evening? This is the birth and the verge of greatness. This is the time it's going to happen. But listen, I don't want to start talking too much because there's a young lady that has to catch a boat and she's got to fly over onto the other islands. So I'm going to get moving straight away to invite a lady who is going to be the first female representative of the 9th District. Stand and put your hands together and help me welcome onto the stage our next 9th District representative, Shireen Flux Charles.
We want a warrior. We want a warrior. We want a warrior. It's Shireen we voting for. Good afternoon, BVI. It's been a journey. And you know, in the last couple of weeks, we've journeyed all over this territory. We've gone into homes. We've been on the sea, literally getting drenched. But you know what? It is all for the people of this territory. This team is the only team that can take us out of what we are dealing with. We have the capability. We have the experience. We have what it takes. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to say to you, we are at a crossroads in this British Virgin Islands. Tomorrow, when you go to the polls, think long and hard about what you do when you pick up that pen and you start to shade. Please walk with your glasses if you wear them, because that oval is very tiny. Ladies and gentlemen of the Virgin Islands, I want to say a hearty good afternoon to my folks in the 9th District, Anegada and Virgin Gorda, and all of the surrounding islands that make up the 9th District. We, as a people, must come together. There must be equity among all the islands. And I would not be on this team if I did not feel they were genuine. But these people here are genuine. They understand what it means
to have a multi-island destination, one hand cannot clap, people. So we must have a cohesive team that understands that. The only team that can take us into the next decades is the Progressive Virgin Islands movement. We want to empower our youth. Our young people are crying out. We don't just want them handing out water at a ceremony or showing people to their seats. We want them involved. And you know, that is why when I had the opportunity to have a ministerial advisor, I chose a 24-year-old, brilliant young man. And we have so many more of them here in this territory. There's a young man standing over there under the tent, or right outside the tent. And I had the opportunity, one day there was something wrong with my phone. And I went into CCT. I don't remember your name, but let me tell you, the epitome of service. I was so blown away with my first contact with this young man. And I always remember it. I spoke to him a minute ago there. And let me tell you, we have so many young people in this territory that want to work, that are willing to work, that can make a difference for us. My giant of a son is standing right next to him. And so I know that my son is in good company. And I'm sure, Nikoy is his name. I'm sure that Arik will whip up some nice dishes for you. I'm sure that he has already. But ladies and gentlemen, it's no joke. When we speak about empowerment, we have to be serious. We have to be serious and include our young people, and that's what a PVIM team will do when elected tomorrow evening. We have many issues in this community. We need to be able to give our people affordable housing, not a pie-in-the-sky dream that there's no way they can afford it. We are going to do that from Anegada to Jas Van Dyke. Yeah. Our healthcare system needs revamping. We need to put in place medical evacuation facilities so that when somebody gets ill on Anegada, Virgin Gorda, or Jas Van Dyke, we're not running around like chickens with our head cut off trying to figure out where are we going to get a plane or a helicopter from to get that person to the hospital over here in Tortola or further. Creating a business-friendly environment is top of the list. Our small businesses, believe it or not, the backbone of our economy, and we must make it easy for them to be able to do business. And the public service, we want to ensure that we redefine the public service and governance. We have so many public servants that work hard every day, but we need to put the systems in place that will allow them to do the job that they come into work every day, willing to do that work. Who's going to get that done? PVIM. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to be much longer because, as you know, I have been the most traveled representative in this territory over the past 4 years. And I have to stretch myself because my people in Virgin Gorda, we were in Anegada yesterday, are waiting for me. So I want to say to you, tomorrow, you vote for the symbol with the arrow pointing upwards. Vote Shireen Flax Charles in the 9th District. And our at-large team, Ronnie W. Skelton, Shayna Smith Archer, Ingrid Moses Scatliff, and Stacy Buddha Meta. All capable of taking this country upward. And you know, before I go, it's a sign. The Lord just gave us a sign while we were lined up there. Vincia, don't forget to send me that picture. I looked up and I saw that rainbow. That rainbow is a symbol of hope. So people, the Lord has given us the sign to do what is right for the Virgin Islands. Vote Progressive Virgin Islands Movement. Thank you so much.
Put them back again. We need a warrior. We need a warrior. Tell me who you're voting for. Sharon. We need a warrior. We need a warrior. And he got a virgin daughter. Sharon. We need a warrior. We need a warrior. Tell me who you're voting for. Sharon.
Oh boy, the heat is on, the heat is on. But our next speaker is a young lady, another first. And she comes with a team because this young lady is a twosome. We're going to go for two in the first, which is going to combine with at large. This young lady, as I said, is a past worker, is previously worked with the government. And I just want to bring on really quickly because if you notice, there was some rain earlier. And I don't know if you were aware, but there were some events and the rain came down. But it stopped for us. So I'm not going to waste any time but bring this young lady up, Sylvia Romney Moses.
PVIM, Virgin Islands. What are we teaching our children about how to succeed in life? They're watching whatever we show them. Oh yes. Will we do what's wrong or do what's right? Integrity matters. Transparency matters.
A pleasant good evening to everyone. Good evening. And a special good night to the voters of the BVI. And in particular, the voters of District 1. I am Sylvia Romney Moses, your number 3 on the District 1 ballot. And I want to express my sincere appreciation and thanks to those voters who have already voted for me on advanced polling day. Thank you so much for your confidence in me and my PVIM team. It has been an honor to talk to so many of you over the past couple of months. Thank you for allowing me and my team into your home to discuss and plan with you our vision and plans for District 1. I sincerely want to see the people and businesses within District 1 thriving. I am fully convinced of the great deal of work to be done within the district, the majority of work which has been outstanding for so many years. But there's work that we can do immediately, which I endeavor to get done, while the larger work will be done over the 4-year term. I firmly believe that together we can restore District 1. That is why I have made the decision to seek your support again as your next district representative. I pledge to be fully a part of the process and solutions to address and bring about a better, thriving First District. Yes, we need better roads. We need 24/7 water supply, functioning drainage networks throughout the district. We need a clean air quality in District 1. And we need programs and activities for our young people. For greater economic opportunities and support a sustainable economy in District 1, I will advocate for policies and initiatives to drive and encourage long-term economic activities within the district. I commit to working with you, the residents, to bring about these improvements for yourselves and your businesses. I also pledge to work along with my PVIM colleagues to work on your behalf. I would like to say a big thank you to all my supporters, my family, friends, and my campaign team, and to you, the voters of District 1. I want to strongly encourage you to go out tomorrow and vote. I am appealing to you to exercise your right to vote and vote for a team who will put country above self. I pledge to serve you in humility. I fully commit to serving you and to being your advocate and your voice at the table of decisions. And I commit to stand with you and for you in the many challenges ahead. So, tomorrow on elections day, go out early and vote. I am number 3, Romney Moses, Sylvia C., on the District 1 ballot. And look for my at-large candidates on the at-large section of the ballot. Yeah. Number 7, Mather Stacy. Yeah. Number 8, Moses Catliff, Ingrid A. Yeah. Number 11, Skelton Ronnie W. Yeah. Number 16, Smith Archers, Shayna Marianne. Yeah. And my other PVIM colleagues. District 2, Melvin Turnbull. Yeah. District 4, Ian Smith. Yeah. District 5, Marvin Blyden. Yeah. And you just heard from my colleague in District 9, Shireen Flax Charles. And for our friends and family in District 3, vote for Julian Fraser. Yeah. Again, thank you, and I look forward to your full support tomorrow. And I ask again, please vote for me, number 3, Sylvia Romney Moses on the District 1 ballot to the next House of Assembly. I thank you.
Awesome job, Sylvia. Give it up for Sylvia. Romney Moses in the 1st District. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. The Progressive Virgin Islands movement is here. The Blue Wave is here. And we are ready to bring back transparency and accountability to these Virgin Islands. We are hope and inspiration to the young people. We are going to restore the soul of these Virgin Islands. Coming up next, we have a young man who is from the 4th District, and he said he's going to bring the fix in the 4th District. He is a banker by profession, an economist by education. Please stand to your feet and welcome the next 4th District representative, Honorable Ian Seymour Smith.
Good evening, British Virgin Islands. Good evening, residents of the 4th District. It has been a long road to this moment, but I'm still encouraged by the kind words, confiding notes, and support shown to me and my colleagues on the campaign trail. I have pushed my ideas for revitalizing the 4th District, the need for greater attention to the youth, and protection for the differently able, along with other vulnerable members of our community, which, by the way, includes ensuring that the activities that the youths are involved with, such as boating, are done in as safe a manner as possible. Also, my plans to negotiate funding to re-energize our agriculture, infrastructure, and sports sectors. The need for wage transparency, and naturally, the need for greater accountability, transparency, and better management of our resources such that they are universal rather than select beneficiaries. You see, our people, you have built up many principles: the principle of hard work, the principles of honesty and kindness, and taking measures that ensure financial security for our community, no matter the type of backbreaking work that you did. Now, as it stands, you have seen for yourself that many of these principles have been put to risk due to the things which on an international platform are termed both unbecoming and downright undemocratic. The PVIM team and I have denounced these practices and presented the better alternatives as we reached out to you over the past few weeks and months. But that is much as we can do. The decision, my people of the BVI, is now in your hands. This is why I want to encourage each and every resident of the British Virgin Islands to go out and exercise your democratic right. You are our hope for future stability and abundance. Let us not agree with those who have, based on the evidence, sat, watched, and in some cases directly contributed to the cannibalization of our and our children's economic, reputational, and stable futures. Let us take a page from the book of our past generations. Let us work together in a way that preserves our environment, our treasury, and our dignity. You have it in your hands. I believe that you, the people of the British Virgin Islands, will make the right decision and not be wooed over by empty promises made by those who never so much has bred you in the past, or those who have just resurfaced from past defeat because they figure that they need you. A leopard cannot change its spots. Only a massive defeat can send home the message to those who created the mess that we cannot condone the behaviors that have been evidenced in reports and news stories over the past few years. On Monday, the 24th of April, 2023, let us cast our votes with passion and results and without fear. Let us send an unmistakable message. Thereafter, let us treat and wrap up the wounds that have been festering. It is only then that the healing of our little nation will begin. We will also disinfect our bursary, and we will wake up on the 25th of April to the dawn of a new era of excellence, integrity, and conscience in these British Virgin Islands. Thank you to the voters of the 4th Electoral District. Thank you, my fellow countrymen of the British Virgin Islands. And thank you for the vote for Ian S. Smith and for the entire PVIM team. Vote for our at-large team. The next Premier, Honorable Ronnie W. Skelton. Honorable Ingrid Moses Catliff. Honorable Stacy Buddha Mehta. Honorable Shana Smith Archer. Thank you and good evening.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue, I need to bring this next man. He's a Blyden from the sand. But he became, because of his hard work, because of his dedication, because of his commitment to serve his community, he became the mayor of Huntersgut in the 5th District, long before he decided to run for politics. This is a man that while he was in school, decided to work to provide for his brothers and sisters and his family. This is a man who has given and sacrificed and built businesses that are successful in this country. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a man who would give you the very shirt off his back if it depended on it, because he cares about people. So while there are those who are out there trying to disparage his character and look down on him, I am saying that my brother, cousin, and friend will upset the whole thing in the 5th District. Please help me to stand on your feet and welcome Marvin M.B. Blyden.
We will make it better.
Celeb, press the button.
Marvin Blyden, he get my vote. A friend of the people, he give them hope. To find the solutions to fix issues. Changes must come to 20 votes. VIP, all of them must go. Bust my tire, them and fix them roads. And I so fed up, I don't pick my side. Marvin Blyden for District 5. I know MB, he is a man trustworthy.
Good evening, visitors, friends of the 5th Electoral District. We are here this afternoon to ask you to support us as you have been doing all the time. We paid a lot of visit in your houses. We get a lot of complaint. Never know that things were so bad until we get there. We didn't get to most of the houses because most of the time, most of you are either out at work or you was elsewhere. But those of you who are home who welcome us and tell us about all your problems. We make some notes of your problem. And this team behind me, we are going to share those problems among each other and we are going to help to fix them. Coming Tuesday morning, you will wake up to a new government of the BVI with a new leader under the chairmanship of Honorable Ronnie Skelton. He's a leader that's not going to fail you all. He has proven himself. Also, as of Tuesday, we're going to have a lot of hopes around here. I talked to a few bankers, a few lawyers, and some of my friends. Everybody is worried. There is no hope for the BVI. But after Tuesday, we're going to have all the hopes. You have a team here who you could talk to. There will be no more victimization. So you could come and talk to any of my team members. They are all approachable. And you could talk to them. There's a destiny ahead for all those young people who want to do business here, but they are afraid. We're not going to hold them back. You heard my colleagues talk about it. We are a team, and we're going to be going forward with the youth. For years and years, you are here, everybody. It sounds like a team song. We're going to take care of the youths. But when they get there, they forget about the youths, and they forget about everybody else who make a difference around them. This team here is no jokey team. We have sat together in our meeting, we have exchanged some words, and we have exchanged how we're going to move this country forward. I can't wait to sit down in that room with this team, with the chairmanship of Honorable Ronnie Skelton, Honorable Ingrid Moses, Honorable Shireen Charles Sachs, Ingrid Moses, Sylvia Moses. There's too much Moses around, but we're gonna get them to work. Oh, my good friend here, Buta. Every time I go to our house, I have to give Buta one. I have to give Buta one. He taught my child. He take care of all of us. And then you have Shayna, the engineer. I'm not going to leave Shayna this year. We have leave her out for too long. And she's getting a little rusty, not doing nothing. But we are going with Shayna and the entire PVIM team. And don't forget, the little chopper everybody feel is gonna be running in the last behind the race. But we're gonna be right there in front when you see that. I wanna thank you all and thank those people who allow me to come into the house and listen to the complaint. Thank you all.
Changes must come the 20 votes. VIP, all of them must go. Boss my tire, them ain't fix them roads. And I so fed up, I don't pick my side. Marvin Blyden for District 5. I know MB, he is a man trustworthy, transparent, surely he my people. Don't cry, no, Blyden, get my vote.
Give him your vote. Give him your vote. Tomorrow, vote for MB. Vote for Ian. Vote for Sylvia. Vote for Shireen. And coming up next is a lady that has been consistent and has not quit in her dedicated commitment to wanting to bring solutions to the problems of these Virgin Islands. She has been all over the territory. She has had different forums that she's been educating you on what this country needs. And she said, do not put a plumber to do an electrician's job. Ladies and gentlemen, another treat in the 1st District. Please welcome at-large representative, the Honorable Shayna Smith Archer.
Shayna, vote Shayna. Who we voting for? Shayna. Let me go. Hey, now is the time. Here is the plan. Shayna's the one. Let's make the choice for change. Restoring the hope for a bright tomorrow. Progressive Virgin Islands. Come join the movement. Put Shayna in there, let we put her to work. Watch her tackle the issues. With PVIM at the helm, I said we're moving forward. We need competent leaders.
Yes, yes, yes. Virgin Islands family, friends, and residents, good evening. I am excited, Mitch. I don't know what it is, but I'm excited. I'm excited. You know me by now, but just in case, as he said, I am Shayna Mary Ann Smith, your next at-large representative in the 5th House of Assembly. I am an engineer, project manager, and a patriot at heart. On this year's campaign trail, we have gone from north, south, east, west, and Igala to Just Van Dyke, and I am still excited and enthused and have the energy 12 years later since I started to still want to represent my country and help our people. We continue to hear the cries in every district for a better quality of life. People are not asking for a handout, they are asking for a hand up. And that is what the PVIM is about, empowerment of our people. I pledge to always actively engage with community members. I have so many people that see me at my usual lunch spots and say, I hope we keep seeing you. And I told them I still have to come and have lunch and we will have our usual conversations. So you guys can trust that I will constantly be there as I have been over the last several years. You can hold me accountable to this. Hold me. Over the next 4 years, we will make good use of $1.6 million budgets to work for the people and make your lives better. Billion? All right, 1.6, even more better. 1.6 billion. That's $300 to $400 million a year for the next 4 years. It is time we start to feel and see it in our country. People are genuinely hurting, and you have heard my colleagues say of all the stories that we have heard from the oldest to the youngest, as if they have felt they have been pushed aside and they don't matter. But we will make sure that as a team, we start to prioritize the people. Virgin Islands family, I am here to tell you tonight, hope is here. And I know that without a doubt, especially now 2 months later since we have started, that the future of these Virgin Islands is bright with the right vision, plan, and the team to execute it. A PVIM government and you can restore an excellent quality of life here in these Virgin Islands. Our at-large team commits to look after the needs of every district because our country's success is dependent on the success of the districts. Again, look at our professional track records. Don't mind the noise, the memes, the WhatsApps, and the songs. Because our track records tell you that we have demonstrated character, a commitment to our country, and are capable of doing the job that's required of us. As we are on the eve of Election Day, I want to remind all of us about the importance of voting. And I am happy that there have been several persons that have said that because I have been stressing this, they decided that they have to go out on the 24th. We completely understand your discouragement and your disillusionment with politicians and politics. But I want to caution more of you not to stay home tomorrow. Get up early and go out in full force because no vote is a vote. It is a vote for stagnation, a vote for things to remain the same. So if you want to continue to have unreliable water and electricity that you pay taxes for, don't vote. If you want to continue destroying your cars on patchwork roads, don't vote. If you want to continue to live in fear of a UK takeover, then don't vote. Intermission? Okay, we'll have a pause for a musical intermission while the traffic clears.
PVIM, Virgin Islands. What are we teaching our children about how to succeed in life? They're watching whatever we show them. Oh yes. Will we do what's wrong or do what's right? Yes. Integrity matters. Transparency matters. Accountability matters. So we make a choice to raise our voice. Everybody, wave something in the sky. If love for your country makes you want to cry, when you see important things going wrong, it's time for us to be strong and change what's going on.
So wave your flag for the
Virgin Islands, we shine like diamonds. We will keep on rising. Yes, we will do the right thing together. We'll make so much more improvement when we progress in Virgin Islands.
Let me keep rising with PVIM, keep flying with PVIM. Let me keep shining with PVIM. Everybody join into the PVIM. It's not about hype, it's about what's right. Good government for the people, not abusing the power them give you. A vote for us is a vote for trust. A vote for putting this country first. And taking what the people asking us more serious. Yes, integrity matters. Transparency matters. Accountability matters.
So as I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted, Mitch, you are correct. But if you want better business and job opportunities so you can take care of your families, if you want better medical services and education systems and a safer community to live in, then I strongly encourage you, my fellow Virgin Islanders and belongers, to get up early and go out tomorrow, Monday, the 24th of April, and bring the blue wave in. Voting is not optional. If we have hope that the best years of our beloved Virgin Islands are ahead of us. Virgin Islands family, listen to me closely. If you want a progressive Virgin Islands, then vote for the Progressive Virgin Islands movement team. You have heard me say this over the last 2 months, and I say it from the depth of my heart. We have a proven leader that I have worked with over the last 20 years in the person of our chairman, Ronnie W. Skelton, who has a vision, a plan, and most importantly, he has a team of persons that believe in honesty and will not mislead or misinform you, but will empower you to have a good quality of life. We are a team of professionals that are cabinet ready from the 25th of April to take our country to the next level with fresh and experienced perspectives, fairness, and integrity. We thank you for your support last Thursday at Advanced Polling Day. And tomorrow, we humbly ask that you put your voting finger on automatic pilot and you start scanning. You start on the left side on the district candidates and you look for the blue arrow and you circle that one in. You go to the right side. Don't mind all those 17. You look for that blue arrow and you start circling them in. And we're gonna start. We ask, Lord, that you place your trust. I ask that you place your trust humbly in me. Yes, yes. I ask that you humbly place your trust in me, Shayna M. Smith Archer, as one of your next at-large territorial representatives. And go across the ballot and look for my PVM colleagues and do the same. My new best friends, Stacy Buddha Mehta for youth empowerment, because our youth truly matter. My learned colleague, Ingrid Moses Scatliff, for accountability and restoration. And our chairman, next Premier and Minister of Finance, Ronnie W. Skelton, who will lead us to get the job done. Virgin Islands family, call your friends and family in the first and tell them to elect the first woman representative, Miss Sylvia Romney Moses. Come over the hill to King Garden Bay and pick up my good brother, Melvin Mitch Turnbull. In the 3rd district, our ally, Julian Fraser. Come into town and pick up Mr. Ian Seymour Smith. Go across the guts and pick up the mayor, Marvin M.B. Blyden. And we definitely have to cross the waters and go and get the diplomatic warrior, Shireen Flax Charles, and send the blue wave from shore to shore. Thank you and good evening.
PVIM, Virgin Islands. What are we teaching our children about?
Oh yeah. Well, we're moving on swiftly. We're moving on swiftly because let me tell you something. The party thought about this motorcade thing. And we said, well, we have an option of spending a lot of gas or focusing on the people at hand. And we focusing on you, the people. You at home. We could have driven around and spent gas, but we want to talk to you tonight because tomorrow morning is a big day. Our leader said to the people, don't send him alone. I went to a funeral yesterday. Everybody said, okay, we're voting for Ronnie, but we're going the other way for the rest. I said, no. Our leader said, don't send him alone. Send with him his soldiers. And they're here. Send the soldiers. And there is a soldier who worked for Barclays Bank. She moved on to FSC. She's now a lawyer. She was the Speaker of the House, not once, but our Speaker was twice. Get to your feet and help me welcome Hope and Restoration, a vision for our nation, Ingrid Moses Scotland.
I am with Ingrid, I am with Ingrid. She's ready to bring it, so everybody sing it. Yes, I am with Ingrid, I am with Ingrid. She's ready to bring it, so everybody sing it. Hey. Election day, vote for Ingrid Moses. She don't play, everybody knows it. Election day, vote for Ingrid Moses. Scotland, Ingrid Moses, Scotland. 'Cause integrity is a practice. Yes, I am voting for.
Yes, Honorable.
My fellow Virgin Islanders, visitors, residents, as we sit on the eve of what is undoubtedly the most critical election of our lifetime, I want to take the opportunity to thank you for allowing us into your homes and communities across our islands. This process had made me even more energized about the importance and significance of our democracy and our political maturity. I believe the opportunity to campaign is quite a unique and necessary component of our democracy. When else will leadership have the opportunity to come face to face with the people we seek to serve, to lead, or how else would we have the opportunity to actually see the circumstances of our people? I believe that is what should always inform the way we as leaders craft the vision of our territory. We must do this after necessary consultation and engagement with our people, while we keep our hands on the purse of what must be done for the development of our territory. As a leader, you must know the task ahead of you, and you must know the people you wish to serve. That vision must always have the people at the center of our decisions. And that is what politics is really about. As we contemplate how we will vote tomorrow, I ask you to vote for the future of our great territory. We are facing challenging times, and we need leaders who can provide the vision and direction we need to move forward. Leaders who are committed to making people's lives better. Leaders who understand the needs of our communities and who are willing to work tirelessly to meet those needs. We need leaders who are not just interested in winning elections, but are committed to serving our people with integrity and humility. Leaders who understand that our people are our most valuable resource and are willing to invest in their development. We need leaders who are committed to ensuring that our education system provides our children with the skills they need to compete in the 21st century economy. Leaders who understand that our economy cannot grow without a skilled workforce. We need leaders who are committed to protecting our natural resources, our environment, and our way of life. Leaders who understand that our tourism industry is our lifeblood and that we must protect it at all costs. Leaders who understand and can speak to our partners at home and abroad in our financial services industry. They will be respected and knowledgeable as they lead us through maneuvering the many changes and challenges in our international financial services industry. But above all, we need leaders who are committed to making our communities safer, healthier, and more prosperous. Leaders who are willing to listen to the concerns of our people and to work tirelessly to address those concerns. Today, I ask you to vote for these kind of leaders. Leaders who are committed to our future and who will work tirelessly to make our Virgin Islands a better place for all of us. I know the choice before you may seem daunting. There are many candidates, and we all promise to do great things. But I urge you to look beyond the rhetoric and the promises and to vote for the candidates who have a proven track record of leadership. Vote for the candidates who have demonstrated a commitment to serving our people. Vote for candidates who have integrity. Candidates who are accountable. Candidates who are transparent. And who can work collectively to restore the soul of our territory. I submit to you tonight that the men and women of the Progressive Virgin Islands movement are these very people. So my fellow Virgin Islanders, let us go out and vote in numbers. Let us vote for the future of our beautiful Virgin Islands. Let us vote for the leaders who can provide the leadership we need during these challenging times. Let us vote for leaders who are committed to making people's lives better. I ask for your support on election day tomorrow. For me, Ingrid Moses Catliff, number 8 on the ballot. And for the support of our entire PVIM team, we have the opportunity to elect the first female representative in District 1, Sylvia Romney Moses. We have the opportunity to once again re-elect Honorable Melvin Mitch Turnbull in District 2. We have the opportunity to re-elect our ally in the 3rd District, Honorable Julian Fraser. We have the opportunity to elect in District 4, Ian Seymour Smith. We have the opportunity to re-elect Honorable Shireen Flax Charles as the first female representative for District 9. We have the opportunity to elect in District 5, Marvin M.B. Blyden. And our at-large candidates in the West, you have the opportunity to give us 2 for 1, Shayna Smith. Stacy Buddha Mehta. Myself, Ingrid Moses Catliff, number 8. And most importantly, the next Premier of the Virgin Islands, Honorable Ronnie W. Skelton. Thank you and have a good evening.
I am with Ingrid, she's ready to bring it, so everybody sing it. Yes, I am with Ingrid, I am with Ingrid, she's ready to bring it, so everybody sing it. Hey.
Election day, vote for Ingrid Moses. She don't play, everybody knows it. Election
Oh boy, fire is on. But let me tell you, I want to talk about David fighting against Goliath. And to do that, I'm going to bring up a young man to talk about this gentleman. Brent Hoyt, come on up. Let's hear what they got to say about this man, David, who fought against Goliath.
Good night to everybody. I ain't gonna say like, y'all look so beautiful with them jerseys. Give them a round of applause, please, for these jerseys they got on. I want one, to be honest. Cause PVIM, who we gonna vote for? PVI. I want to hear you. I say PVIM. Say who we gonna vote for? We voting for the blue team. Say PV. Say who we gonna vote for? We voting for the. Hey, okay, stop. Hold on. Let me tell you something, right? I'm from the beautiful district of the 2nd district. I don't know if I said that right, but I'm from the 2nd district. And guys, in music, I'm gonna say Honorable Ian. I'm gonna say that from now. In music, we have something we follow, right? Especially in the studio. Once something sounds really good, we ain't troubling at all. Because we're not gonna put no compression, we're not gonna put no reverb, because naturally it sounds good and pleasing to the ear. So we don't have no need to change it. Understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you right now. Excuse my grammar, excuse my English. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, leave it. You hear what I'm telling you? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it drinks, stop playing on the channel. We're gonna do this one here like this, English. No change in the second. Because we don't need no change in the 2nd district at all. And that's what I'm telling you. And I don't need who to hear this say, but I need to hear this say loud and clear. We don't need no change in the 2nd district. Understand? Because we go where we at. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Guess what? Because we sticking with Mitch. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, leave it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, leave it. Come on, say PVIM. Who we gonna vote for? Say PVIM. We voting for them blue. Everybody PVIM. Who we gonna vote for? Say PVIM. Say Mr. Say. I don't know who needs to. Put the music up to it. We don't need no change. Yeah. This is sticking with Mitch. Yeah, so we still sticking with Mitch. I want everybody to sing it. I don't know who needs to have this, but we don't need no change in the 2nd district. We still sticking with Mitch. Yeah. So we still. Guess what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, leave it. Again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it, everybody, PVIM. Say PVIM. PVIM. We voting for the blue team. Say PVIM. Yeah. PVIM. Say it one more time. Say, I don't know who needs to. I don't know who needs to hear this, but we're sticking with the Honorable Mitch Turnbull. Ladies and gentlemen, stand to your feet and welcome the Honorable Melvin Mitch Turnbull. Don't fix it. If it ain't broke, leave it. We're still sticking with Mitch. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Good evening, Virgin Islands. Good evening, 2nd District community. Good evening, PVIM family. It's our time. It's our time. It's the blue time. We've tried some other colors, but I'm telling you, Virgin Islands, we've seen the evidence of what they can do. And I'm asking you on tomorrow, April 24th, to let blue work for you. I want to say good night to all persons, especially our seniors and those that came out on advanced polling day on Thursday. Thank you for increasing the percentage of voters up by 26% this time around. Thank you very much. And thank you for all those that voted for the Progressive Virgin Islands movement. Ladies and gentlemen, we have embarked on this journey. After starting this movement in 2019, the founder and chairman of our movement, Ronnie W. Skelton, myself, Shayna Smith, and some others got together, and we decided that we could not continue in the way in which we were going. There was a song that was created 4 years ago that says, trust those with integrity, not those under investigation. And 4 years later, what a prophetic song. I told the Honorable Premier, Ronnie W. Skelton, that he's a prophet, because he liked to talk about, who prophesying. And he said 4 years ago, if you make the wrong decision, this country would suffer local, regional, and international pain. Well, my God, we suffered local, regional, and international shame. But we are here to restore hope. And we are here to restore the soul of these Virgin Islands. I stand, 2nd District community, humbly before you once again, asking you, seeking you to remember what we have been through. Remember that I have been with you through the worst of times. I've been with you through the hurricanes of 2017. I have been with you through the pandemic of 2019 through 2021. We have stood together. We have provided feeding programs. We have ensured that our schools were rebuilt. We've ensured that Enos Adams Primary School, that 2nd floor that was left unfinished, even though a donor donated $2 million, we were there, and I was there with you. We ensured that the monies needed to complete and start the works on the Bruce Bay Community Center as well as the King Garden Bay Community Center, even after the hurricanes of 2017, after being appointed to minister while fighting on your behalf in the opposition. We are now seeing that there is money to fix those things. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this, and just when don't think I forget you. Because as I done here again on a boat and I'm coming over. I'm coming over because I'm coming home. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say the things that I would have been fighting for the last 4 years have all been revealed. While we were suffering ridicule, while we were suffering scorn. But what I understand is most important is that we have to ensure that these Virgin Islands stand on integrity, because I believe, and this Progressive Virgin Islands movement team behind me believes, that there is nothing wrong with doing the right thing for the people of these Virgin Islands. So we stand here tonight before you. The community, the infrastructure, the water woes, all the problems that we have, all the things that you hear the other teams and the other people talking about they're going to fix. No, they had an opportunity to fix it. Let people who know and understand what it means to represent you fix this country and restore it to where we can be proud of again. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 2nd District community, I believe that we are stronger together. It has been proven that we are stronger together. I also believe that there is no one who needs to come from anywhere to tell us what we should be doing. There's enough of us in this Virgin Islands that know what we need to do, and this blue government, Progressive Virgin Islands movement, will do exactly that. We're not talking about mistakes. We're not talking about mismanagement. We're not talking about going away and not coming back. We are going to stay here and fight with you in these Virgin Islands to ensure that we restore hope. We restore transparency. We restore. And I guess I'm back here, make sure we restore that we can clean up this PVI, because my 2nd District community is the tourism hub of these Virgin Islands. And Honorable Shireen Flax Charles has the tourism mecca in the 9th District. We're going to present a product, not just for our guests, but for those of us that live here. We have to clean up our territory. And we have to ensure, day by day, morning by morning, Mr. Premier, the first 100 days, we got some work to do. And I know one of the first things that you want to do, Mr. Premier, Minister of Finance, Ronnie W. Skelton, is I need you in the first 100 days, sir, to please give the people of the Virgin Islands a report on where we stand financially, because we have gone 4 years not knowing where we are. Mr. Premier, I want you to also share the plan. You hear what I say? The plan. You hear what I say over here? The plan. Because for 4 years, we have been operating on a campaign with catchy phrases and catchy words and smokes and mirrors. But we need a plan, because their own founder said, without a vision, the people perish. So without a plan, we have perished. But again, look to the sky from whence cometh your help, and you will see a blue and white sky with hope, transparency, and accountability. Ladies and gentlemen, people of the 2nd District, I am asking you humbly. I am asking you humbly, when you go to the polls tomorrow, when you go down to the 1st District, elect my sister and friend and neighbor, the first woman to represent the 1st District, Sylvia Romney Moses. When you go over to the 3rd District, there's a man who's been there for these times, and him and I have partnered together in many occasions. Vote for Honorable Julian Fraser, the Liberator. In the 4th District, there's a young man who I love and respect, the Fix in the Fort. Vote for Ian Seymour Smith. When you go over to the 5th, because 4 and 545 work together. When you go over to the 5th, my big brother and big cousin, put the mayor in the 5th District. Put Marvin E. Blyden in the 5th District. And when you go to the 7th District, ladies and gentlemen, when you go over across the waters to the 9th, there is Shireen Flex Charles, a warrior, who with me stood against Goliath, who with me stood against the erroneous and mismanagement of this last administration. Vote Shireen Flex Charles, the first woman to be represented in the 9th District. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to vote for my large team. I introduced her earlier. Vote for Shayna Smith Archer. Consistency matters. Engineer by profession, and she has done work. When you get over a little bit more, walk over, because it is said that it matters with Meta. You matter with Meta, and 8,000 youth and families have mattered with Meta. Vote for Stacey Buddha Meta. And on my 3rd at large, the Honorable Madam Speaker, who represented this territory, and I've traveled with her several times while she was the Speaker, represented this territory from a place of knowledge and intelligence. Ingrid Moses Scatliff, she will serve in excellence. And ladies and gentlemen, to bring us all together, our founder and chairman, the best finance minister, the man it took to be the head of the RDA to bring the Elmore Stout High School to completion, the man it took even after fighting for over 8 years in the 2nd District on Just Van Dyke. He started and ensured the Just Van Dyke Primary School was started. Bring a man who has served this country and not been investigated. Bring Ronnie W. Skelton, the next premier to the Virgin Islands, to the next House of Assembly. And ladies and gentlemen, before you forget, tomorrow, before you forget, I want to remind you, I got an endorsement last night from my great aunt on her 98th birthday, Miss Esme Stout. Before you forget, in the 2nd District, remember the person that you know. Do not be fooled by the empty promises. I will not steal from you. I will continue to represent you with integrity, with honesty, with hope, because our Virgin Islands and our 2nd District community deserves better. So ladies and gentlemen, I ask you, with the men and women that will stand with me, vote for Ronnie W. Skelton and this entire Progressive Virgin Islands movement team. God bless you.
Don't fix it. If it ain't broke, leave it. It's the second with mesh. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, leave it alone. PVIM, who we gonna vote for? PVIM, we voting for the blue team.
PVIM, Virgin Islands. What are we teaching our children about how to succeed in life?
Oh yeah.
They're watching whatever we show them. Oh yes. Will we do what's wrong?
We're moving on. Well, I want to remind the listening audience and those of you who are here, because we made the wrong decision 4 years ago, we have experienced personal and national pain. Don't send the premier back alone. Send him with some help. And we have an MBE, a young man, Queen's Award, 15 years of education, teaching the youngsters. 20 years he has done after school programs. And he started this program. He was the head of a program called YEP. You heard of it? Well, listen, let me tell you, stand to your feet and help me welcome the man that says that you matter, Stacy Buta Meta.
You matter with Meta.
What's Stacy Meta? Stacy. Hey, the country need him now. We can't wait for later. I tell him, yo. What's Stacy Meta? A solution to our problems in our constitution. I tell him, yo. What's Stacy Meta? Stacy. Hey, the country need him now. We can't wait for later. I tell him, yo. What's Stacy Meta? What? Fix any situation in our nation. I tell him, yo. A man with pride, nothing to hide. Stacy. Put the people first and friends aside.
Good evening, Virgin Islands! Tonight is a night where we stand, we sit, and we rise for tomorrow, where we will change the future of this country. They say that this is a rally where we gonna make it a rally. I began 2 months ago when we launched as a frustrated citizen in this territory. I was tired of those who I voted for, who I looked up to, who I believed would take us where we needed to go, because I was disappointed in what we had. I stand now, 2 months later, after traveling from one corner of the Virgin Islands, Antigua, to the other corner of the Virgin Islands, just Van Dyke. I have heard your cries. I have heard your frustrations. I have heard your pain. But today, Virgin Islands, I stand filled with hope. BVI, tomorrow when you rise, it is a new opportunity for all of you to change the course of the Virgin Islands. Tomorrow, my young people, you have the opportunity to shut the mouths of those who have used you for decades as political footballs, as gimmicks, as opportunities for themselves and their selfish ways. Ignore the noise. Ignore the memes. Ignore those dirty tricks to mess with your mind, and listen and pick sense out of nonsense, my people. I want you, when you rise in the morning on the 24th, get off your bed. Yes, tomorrow. I want you to pray to the Father and give him thanks for bringing you to this earth, for opening your eyes
And as you think on what you want for the Virgin Islands, think of people that you know are proven. Think of people that you know you can trust. And above all, think of people who you know that you will be able to respect as your leaders. A few weeks ago, I sat in a radio station and I heard people call the highest elected official in our territory a liar. That is not something that we as a people should contemplate, think about, or even consider. It is time for us to say that our schools, our education system, our youth, our roads, our infrastructure, our hospitals, our healthcare, our farmers, our agriculture, our fisheries, everything that you can think on the list is so long. But it is time to elect people who know and who care about what is happening because we feel it. We experience it. So your woes are our woes. I know what it feels to not have water territory of the BVI. But when those who we elect do not care because they have forgotten where they have come from, it is time to put them out. It is time to remind them of where they came from one last time. Humility, it matters, Virgin Islands. And you have the power to humble those who have forgotten you for 4 years. Now they're making mistakes, my brother. My people, and I say this as a Virgin Islander by heart and by brought up sea. The definition of a Virgin Islander is what we define it to be. Do not listen to what they have to say about who you are. We define ourselves. Tonight I say to you that I have pondered and pondered what I want to see the country that I love become. And it begins with our young people. I have traveled and I have listened to our elderly, or middle-aged like me, and our young ones. But you know what touches me the most? Those little ones who cannot vote, who look up at me and they say, Mr. Matter, you matter, and I matter. When our young people continue to matter in our country or come to matter in our country, we will get where we need to go. If our young people can decide what our future would be like, I am telling you, they will choose their favorite color, which is blue. Virgin Islands, we have tried red, we have tried green, and we are no further ahead than where we decided on that day to choose them. They have left us there, they have moved us here, but we are not in this direction. So when you go to the polls tomorrow, that blue arrow pointing where? Make that say it with me, automatic! Virgin Islands, if you want a better country, if you want a better future, not just for us, but for those that will come, it is time to unite the BVI. If you've noticed, this team has not been destroying us. We have been trying to build us up. So for those who have used tactics to say this about that person and this about this person, question their character. Because when you cannot come together with your people, you do not care about your people. Tonight I ask of you to consider me in the next House of Assembly as your at-large representative. I ask that when you wake in the morning and you find my name, number 7, Mather Stacy, I ask you to remember, Virgin Islands, that youth matter, children matter, education matters, our farmers matter, agriculture matter, but above all people, our future matters with Mather. Every man is a man. Yes. Now, in the 1st district, I watched this lady on the last campaign, and I have come to admire her to a great deal. I asked those persons in the 1st district, consider your choices, and when you have thought, stand firm, share that oval in, and give Sylvia Romney Moses an opportunity. When you get to the 2nd district, do what I did on Thursday. And we are going to stick with my friend, a man I believe in, Honorable Melvin Mitch Turnbull. We sticking with him. When you get to the third, he's proven, he's been there. Bring home the liberator, Honorable Julian Fraser. In the 4th district, Ian Seymour Smith, a man who is silent, a man who is quiet, but a man who has plans. Do not be distracted by the noise in that district. It is not a beauty contest. It is an election. Vote for Ian Smith in the 4th. And people, like I said before, look for people who care about you. MB, the mayor, he has proven that he cares about his people. And again, he is a champion who has decided to step forward, and despite what may be said about him, they cannot say that this man does not care. I ask you to vote in the 5th for MB Blyden. MB get my vote too if I could have do it in the 5th. In the 9th, she was here, a powerful woman who we call a warrior, but she's also a diplomat. Virgin Garden, Anigada, North Sound, and the Valley, the settlement. Vote for Shireen. You know she's your best choice. Do not hesitate. Share that oval in and send her to the 5th House of Assembly. Now there are many options on that at-large ticket. There are 17 of them. But you don't have to worry. There are only 4 that you need to remember. There are only 4 that matter. There are only 4 that you will be happy with. There are only 4 that you need to be able to access. We're going to start with Shayna Smith Archer. For 12 years now, that's correct? She has asked for your trust. Virgin Islands, persistence gives you results. When you go to the poll, do not say to yourself, I wonder if Shayna will be there for me. She has been there for us. And share that oval in. Every team needs a lawyer. But we don't just have a lawyer, we have an experienced speaker. We have someone that understands the court systems and what needs to be done. My Virgin Islands, Ingrid Moses Scatliff. When we will travel, we traveling with our lawyer. Because we know the fight that we have up in the UK. And we gonna walk with our own. We ain't gonna hire someone from the UK to come down here to tell us what to do like what they did in the commissioner inquiry. We gonna walk with our own. We gonna walk with one now we. Now many has been said, much has been said about this tall gentleman behind here. But let me say this to you. There is one thing that cannot be said, that you cannot trust this man with money. We have watched money fly out of the treasury as if they've opened a foul pen and let them loose. We have watched money come out of the treasury like the leaks that we have in our territory for water. People, let me say this to you tonight. A vote for Ronnie W. Skelton is a vote for your money. So if we want a Virgin Islands that is prosperous, when we look at our GDP, we need to look at Ronnie. Because when you compare him to the rest, they are in districts, but this man has the guts to stand at large. Virgin Islands, you ask for a leader at large. You have a leader here at large. Vote him in. And last but not least, I have taught your children. I have been there for 30 years. Virgin Islands, I stepped out from where I am because I am not happy. I want my people, my children, to have a better Virgin Islands. I want my seniors, who I hope God allows me to become one day, one of them one day, to have a better life. So I humbly ask you, when you go into that voting booth tomorrow, Mather matters. Number 7, Stacy Mather. I look forward to your support. And on the night of tomorrow night, I hope that when you look at me, you think and you know that for the next 4 years, you matter with Mather. Have a good night.
You matter with Mather.
What's Stacy Mather? Stacy. Hey, the country need him now. We can't wait for later. I tell him, yo. What's Stacy Mather? A solution to our problems in our constitution. I tell him, yo. What's Stacy Mather? Stacy. Hey, the country need him now. We can't wait for later. I tell him, yo. What's Stacy Mather? Fix any situation in our nation.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, are you still out there? You're looking nice in blue. I know the sun is going to shine tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, 8 years ago when I entered the House of Assembly, I tried to be early most times, but there was always someone there before me. And when I got into the House of Assembly and we started, Madam Speaker called the House to order, you would usually hear one single song. Jesus wants me for a sunbeam. Ladies and gentlemen, your sunbeam is here. Ladies and gentlemen of the Virgin Islands, your son is here. Ladies and gentlemen, someone with integrity is here. Ladies and gentlemen, the best finance minister is here. Ladies and gentlemen, when the Virgin Islands Party were looking for somebody with integrity, they chose our chairman and now the next premier of these Virgin Islands, Ronnie W. Skelton!
See with the plan. And let me tell you who he is now. A man of action, not just talking. He'll build us up, he's not joking. Okay. A leader whose record is proven. PVIM is the real thing. He's the leader we need in these times. He's got a strong team right behind. What me say? With PVIM and Ronnie, you got a party of integrity. Financial stability, yes, economic prosperity, we get it done. Expert ability, Ronnie and PVIM for this territory. Ronnie.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen, good night. 10 hours and 15 minutes from now, the polls will be open, and 12 hours after it will be closed. And we are asking you, residents and voters of the Virgin Islands, to vote for the blue team. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and those of you who are watching us on social media and listen to us on 2 radio stations. My name is Ronnie W. Skelton, and I am the chairman of the Progressive Virgin Islands movement. Over the last 8 weeks, when we began, the time had looked a long way away. Now we are here. We are here because we laid out our plans. We tell you about the problems in the country. We gave you some ideas on how we're going to fix these problems. We let you know that we will pay attention to your needs. And here we are on the eve of polling day, 10 hours and probably 12 minutes from now. We are here. We want you to go to the polls. And the choice, in my mind, is crystal clear. You have tried and you have heard the other 2 parties. You have heard the other independent candidates. But you must agree one thing, that the Progressive Virgin Islands movement candidates are the best you can find. But ladies and gentlemen, we have serious problems confronting our country. We have the British government have an order in council over our heads. We need people with credibility to represent you there. We cannot allow what our forefathers fought for to be just taken away from us without having to do something about it. And our forefathers did not have the education and the experience that we have as young people. We have college degrees, lawyers, doctors, engineers, and we have a whole set of people out there with credibility who are willing to be tested with the transparency and accountability rules. And don't tell me we don't have people who can manage the affairs of our country. It doesn't have to be Ronnie W. Skelton, but it must be at this time a progressive Virgin Islands movement. So ladies and gentlemen, last 4 years I turned to you and I said to the population, if you make the wrong decision on polling day, we will not only experience personal pain, but national pain. And you can't tell me we are not experiencing national pain. We have done it to ourselves, so to speak. So we are asking you tonight, not to make that mistake again. I listen to people on a regular basis. Some of them I think I got convinced. And I believe I did. They're going to give you 2 votes here and 2. If you have confidence in me that I will do what is needed to fix the country, then give me my soldiers. Give me the people I have chosen to help me to help you. So ladies and gentlemen, when you go to the polls tomorrow, 6 o'clock in the morning, go early. Listen, do not go early and vote often. Go early and vote once. Do the honorable thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, we need you to go to the polls early and vote for the Progressive Virgin Islands Party candidates, along with our associate in the 3rd District, Honorable Julian Fraser. We have an arrangement with him. His people will vote for the Progressive Virgin Islands movement at large people, and all supporters will vote for him. So it's a good arrangement. So we need you to do this and do it for the country's sake. Our young people who we continue to talk about. We have no other alternative but to make sure that our young people are equipped and have the resources to look after us when we cannot look after ourselves. We have a selfish motive in mind. I don't know why it's a problem. We must give the young people the opportunities they need, whether it's in business, in education, or in giving advice. We must give them the tools that they need so they can survive in this century. So ladies and gentlemen, residents and voters of the Virgin Islands, residents and voters of the Virgin Islands, it is important for you to do what is good and right for this country. This country is in a bad place. You heard Shana say we spend $1.6 billion every 4 years. A small country like us, 30,000 population, and we don't have the things that will make it look like you are a successful country. $1.6 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot continue this way. We must correct this situation. It is not about politics anymore. And the Progressive Virgin Islands government intends to use all the resources of the country. So don't be scared if you didn't vote for me. I want you to. We need you to. We need you to. Yeah. But if you have a skill set that we need, we will use it. Yeah. We said some weeks ago that we need like Motel 11, Motel 6, sorry. I said, we will leave the lights on for you. We will ensure that you are welcome. All you need to do is do the things that are in the interest of our people and our country. So, ladies and gentlemen, the problems are many. The problems are many. Let me repeat it again. The problems are many. And we have to prioritize the priorities. We must be able to do the things that needs to be done immediately. We have to build an economy. We have to make sure that jobs are created, the economy expands, so that the social ills of the country will be better off, because we need resources in order to help the social ills of this country. The cost of living is high. People are hurting. People can't buy food. They go to the supermarket with $200, they come out with a half a bag of food. We need as a government to be able to help these people. And I think we have some solutions to the problem. And when we get there, one of the first things we're gonna do is try to help while we build the economy. Because building the economy is the solution to some of these problems. But we are interested in food security. So farming and fishing gonna be one of our priorities. And we will encourage young people who are interested in farming or fishing, that we will have opportunities for them. Farming and fishing cannot be the same like long ago. Yes, we must continue that process, but we must find new technologies in order to help our people. So this is what a progressive Virgin Islands government will do. We will look for the new opportunities that will keep young people engaged in what they're doing. Our children need education. You heard Buddha. We need to make sure that our children are educated to meet the needs of the next century. The world they're going to be living in 20 years from now, 25 years from now, is going to be a whole different world. Some of us even can't imagine it. When I was in school, the world that I am living in today is a totally different world than when I was in school. So we understand, and we understand that we must do what is necessary to make sure all children can survive. They just can't just live. They must be the movers and shakers of this economy. So, ladies and gentlemen, residents and voters of the Virgin Islands, we need your support. We need your votes. Because we are committed and we know that we can fix our country once again. So we need you to vote for Sylvia Moses in the 4th district. Sylvia is highly decorated. She has experience both internationally and locally. So we need Shana to help, Sylvia to help us to move this agenda forward. And you heard Mitch. You heard him fighting for the people of the 2nd district. He has been fighting for the last 8 years. And he's a young, like he mentioned when he came into government. I gave good advice. What has happened to our country the last 4 years? You had one person with all the experience and took advantage of everybody else. A PVIM government will not do those kind of stuff because you have Ingrid with experience. You have Mitch with experience. You have Shireen with experience. And then you have humbly me with a little bit of experience. So our team will be well put together and trained to do the things that are good and right. So we want you to send Mitch back to the House of Assembly. And I told you we have an arrangement with Julian Fraser, Honorable Julian Fraser in the 3rd. We need Julian to help us to do what needs to be done, especially as it relates to the British taking over our country. And I must tell you, they say they have no interest in doing that. In the 4th district, we have Ian Seymour Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, Ian is not a simple person. Ian is highly educated, highly experienced. Today, with a 1.4 billion every 4 years going through the door, I need Ian to assist me in using the resources of this country for the people of this country. So we need Ian Smith with us. And then in the 5th, I have my friend Marvin M.B. Blyden. You know, he was a bit reluctant because this is not his kind of stuff. But so far he is proven that he is willing to represent the people of the 5th district at that. And he has been doing it all his life. He's taking it to a higher level. So we need Marvin Blyden in the 5th district. You can't find nobody who's more generous than Marvin Blyden. Don't mind the noise. At the last hour, when they think that you don't have an opportunity to fact check some of the statements that they're making, they're pushing out all kind of social media propaganda. Do not be fooled by it. Do not be fooled. If they didn't tell you this weeks ago, delete it. Because it's their consultant telling them to let's go to a smear campaign because they have nothing else. So they have nothing that they could not have said 2 or 3 weeks ago. And then across the waters, you heard her, she had to leave all because out there is a fight and she's up against 3 males, 3 males, and she's digging in. And you know, when a woman fighting, she uses everything she has. So every second of the day, Shireen is out there campaigning, trying to get the people to understand that I am the person that you need to represent you with this progressive Virgin Islands movement. So Shireen had to leave. There was a boat waiting now, she got it, and she's on her way to Virgin Gorda to canvass once again. So we need fighters like Shireen. And if you notice with the progressive Virgin Islands movement, we have 4 females on our team. And all people can say they don't know this one. Now, if you know me, then you know everybody. If you trust me, then trust my soldiers. It is important for us to understand that simple thing. You don't need to know everyone personally. It is good that you know everyone personally. But in this case, if you trust me, then trust the people I have with me. And you have Shana's, I have my other 3 at-large colleagues, Shana Archer Smith, Shana Smith Archer, Shana Smith Archer. You heard her story. She worked with me for a lot of years. And Shana is the best organized person I know. And when I say organized, I mean she is highly intelligent. That's what I mean. She's an engineer by profession, a project manager by choice, and she's good at what she does. So we need somebody like Shana. Our whole infrastructure, water, sewage, roads, ports, everything is in chaos. And we have to fix these stuff. So we need somebody as organized, as intelligent as Shana to assist us in getting this job done. And you, Hot Stacy, he is so passionate when it comes along the youth. I think he forget we old people. But Stacy, had touched the lives of some 8,000 young people. That's not a small anything. And he wants to do more. He wants to touch the lives of young people, the width and breadth of these Virgin Islands. Stacy, again, he's highly educated in education. He has all the degrees, necessary things. And you hear him talk about education. You know that this guy has some good ideas on what needs to be done in order to fix our education system. So we need Stacy Burameta. I don't know the numbers on the ballot. And then I have my speaker that I had for 8 years. And she's a lawyer by profession. Ingrid Moses Catliff. And those of you who really listen, if you just listen to Ingrid Moses Catliff on the social things of this country, the young people needs, and I don't want to say wants, but what they will be required in order to make it to adulthood. Ingrid is committed. She wants to clean the country. the country needs cleaning. From one end, and it got to just for next. It needs cleaning. Ingrid, we need Ingrid. The social ills of this country, the domestic violence, the child abuse, all those things need somebody like Ingrid to help us to set programs, regulations, and all of these things that are needed. We need Ingrid to help us to reset the court system. I don't know if we can have the rights to do it, but we will fight to have it done. You have people on remand for 5, 6 years. So we need to fix these things because they're causing social issues in the country. So I need Ingrid. So Dillinger, when you go to the polls tomorrow, make sure you vote. And ladies and gentlemen, residents and voters, don't forget Ronnie W. Skelton. I will not embarrass you. I will not spend your money in a way that is not deserving of your approval. I will not do those things. It's your money. I can spend my money how I want to spend it. Your money, I must spend it with the rules that are attached to it. So ladies and gentlemen, I need your support in order to get us from where we are. Our first 100 days is a rescue mission. We must rescue the country from where it is. And we have all the skill sets necessary to rescue that country. So ladies and gentlemen, in the next 9 hours, 45 minutes, the polls will open. Please go and vote all blue. If you trust Mitch, trust us. If you trust Sylvia, trust us. If you trust Ian, trust us. If you trust Ingrid, trust us. If you trust Marvin, trust us. If you trust Shana, trust us. If you trust Buddha, trust us. Ladies and gentlemen, again, we will not embarrass you. We will make you proud again, locally and international. So have a pleasant good night. May Jehovah continue to bless all of you and these beautiful Virgin Islands. Thank you.
This thing simple, solving the problem. One way to vote at PVIM. Buddy and the team gonna make things happen. You know we're stronger together. We got to try secure the future. We got one common goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard from our leader, the next premier of these Virgin Islands, the Progressive Virgin Islands Movement. In District 1, we're coming to meet you. Sylvia Romney Moses.
So let's go to the polls and vote Progressive. Go with your vote. Catch the wave.
In the 4th District, we have the Fix in the Fort, Ian Smith.
Vote Progressive. This thing simple, solving the problem. One way to vote at PVIM. Buddy and the team gonna make things happen. You know we're stronger together. We got to try secure.
In the 5th District, we have the mayor, Marvin M.B. Blyden.
progressive. In this critical time, who you gonna trust with your money? Everybody think himself. PVIM is.
We have Ingrid Moses Scotland at large.
Don't waste your vote. Catch the wave. Vote progressive. Don't waste.
We also have, ladies and gentlemen, at large, Shayna Smith Archer.
You know we're stronger together. We got to try secure the future. We got one common goal. So let's go to the polls.
Make it automatic with Stacy Buddha Mata.
Catch the wave. Vote progressive. Done with it. Don't waste your vote. Catch the wave. Vote progressive.
Our chairman and
Be
leader,
the voice of the people.
Ronnie W. Skelton, the next premier of these Virgin Islands.
I am Ronnie and the team gonna make things happen. You know we strong.
And don't forget Mitch Turnbull in the second.
We got one common goal. So let's go to the polls and vote progressive. You take it easy when you're trying to look out for each other. You take it easy when you're getting screwed by the ones in power. We got one common goal. So let's go to the polls and vote progressive. Don't waste your vote. Catch the wave. Vote progressive. Don't waste your vote.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the PVIM 2023 candidates, and not forgetting Shireen Black Shaw, make some noise! And tomorrow, from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., vote the PVIM in your district and at large. BVI, good night, and get to your various homes safely. Integrity matters, and we love you.
Who you gonna trust with your money? Everybody think himself. PVIM is for the country. Progression for all. Who you gonna trust to answer the call? Hello, PVIM headquarters. Don't waste your vote. Catch the wave. Vote progressive. Don't waste your vote. Catch the wave. Vote progressive. You know we stronger together. We got to try secure the future. We got one common goal.